in this live gameplay battle. Co-founder versus co-founder.
This is exactly what we're gonna see today. We're gonna have a live match between Kieran and Kieran Warwick, both co-founders of the game Illuvium. They're gonna battle it out in survival arena mode, and I cut down the whole battle to I just cut out the unnecessary part and just have the games. And we're gonna start with Grant in his round 1. They're both gonna have 2 rounds each, and the best round will count, and the best round will win $1 million in locked ILV tokens. So that's what they bet on the winner. Alright, let's have a look what we're playing against. 1, 2 tanks and an assassin. Assassin's gonna jump here. We need somebody to catch him. That's gonna be our Kuka right here. And yeah, this looks pretty good. We got Blazefire now tanking the other assassin, the other support. They're not gonna kill each other. And we got our Ramfire killing their assassin. So we just had the better assassin and a bit of better positioning. Alright, let's see next wave. We're always gonna start with wave 5 because wave 1 to 4 is not really that interesting. It's kinda easy. Alright, we got wave 6 right here. They have a tank, they have a fighter, like a melee fighter, a melee carry, and they got a range carry right here. So what do we need? We need a big tank in the front line. If we can't have like a big tank like a Titan or something, we need maybe 2 support tanks right here. Like a Blazefire, put him up here. Kuka, why not put him up here? And maybe put another Archelon or something up here. So we split some damage between those 3 guys, and they can get off a lot of ultimates, heal themselves again, and just survive forever. What we can also do is put an assassin here to target their range carry. But we have our 2 carries right in the back right here, which is a good thing. So they are not gonna get attacked, and that's very important. Oh, never mind. We just put our our carry in the front and our tanky support in the back. It should be the other way around, right? Because watch it, Snaily. Boom, she's gone. She did nothing. So yeah, never put your carries in the front line. Except you play against only assassins and there is no enemy front line. It still worked out, but in a later wave this is gonna cost us the game for sure. Alright, let's jump to wave 7. See what the computer got for us. We got an assassin here. Gonna jump here. We got another assassin here, jumping here. Then we got a melee fighter, and I think that's a Fury, like a small range carry. So what do we need? We need a big tank catching those 2 assassins right here. We're gonna put our carries in this corner to be safe. And we need another like small tank to catch the fighters and the carries right here. Then we can put in another support, maybe to support this guy here. Maybe to support him, and then we're good. Okay, let's see what we're doing. So far we have our carries in the front and our tanky support before them, which is okay. He's gonna tank the damage, but they shouldn't be standing next to him. Their range, put him in the back. Because if there is like AoE spells hitting these guys, like Ramfire ultimate, it's gonna hit all of them. Also, nobody caught the 2 assassins, so they're just walking up to our Snaily right here, killing him. But we managed to survive. Pretty good. Alright, we're gonna have a look at wave 8 now. And see how they're doing. A little... Alright, let's see. We got an assassin here, we got 2 supports here, 3 supports here, and a tank right here. So what do we need? We need no carries here. Because that's where their assassin's gonna land. So we're gonna put our carries over here in this corner. We're gonna put our tank in the front, catching the supports and the tank. Maybe even put 2 in the front, split some damage between them. So then he's not gonna die too fast, but they don't have a lot of damage right here. It's not a lot of damage, it's 3 supports and a tank. So we need a tank here catching him. Or at least a tank, a really big tank catching the assassin and all of them guys. Let's see what we're doing. This guy should be over in this corner. It's the safe corner. We're lucky that he attacks Blaze Fire, but those two guys are taking our carry, who is gonna die very fast if there wasn't Blaze Fire next to him healing them. So it worked out pretty good, but not intentionally, I think. It's a bit lucky that this worked out. It has a lot to do also with the affinities. We're against 3 air and 3 nature with our 4 fire. It's a really good call. This will help us get hyperactive fast to make more damage, and the enemies won't get that fast hyperactive. So if we manage to survive long enough, the affinities really make a big decision. Alright, enemy wise, we got big support here, we got a tank here, we got a damagey tank here, we got an assassin right here, another critter tiny tank over there. So they have a lot of tanks and not so much damage. Like, this guy is a little fighter, I think, and we got a small assassin. That's it. So what do we need? We need still a good front line, because we gotta have the balance. We have good balance between tanks and damage. So right now our tank is Riplance, not a good tank. Then we got an assassin here, another assassin here, and our Arlene, our ranger, is not a good tank either. We have this guy, luckily, who is gonna tank a lot and heal a lot. So all in all, our Riplance, wrong choice for the front line. He's dead, and he didn't do what he could have done if he had a tank next to him or a tanky support. Then our Blaze Fire is kind of carrying us. He's taking all the damage from these 3 guys, getting half low. Boom, casting his ultimate. He's full again. Heals the other guys too. Look, like, you want to get damage on that Blaze Fire, as you see. If he gets damage, he loads up his mana faster and casts more Omegas. And the more Omegas he casts, the more he heals, and the more everybody is staying alive too. So it's it's a really strong unit. He's really broken. I think you should always have him in there. He's tanky and he heals your whole team. Like, he makes everybody else tanky too. So always put him somewhere where an assassin is jumping. Maybe not on Rampfire, because he would be countered affinity wise. But put him where he gets damage. So put always him in the front, or an assassin he can tank. So he gets damage, casts more Omegas. He can't be the solo tank though, so put another one next to him. Maybe not Riplance, he's not tanky. Maybe not her, she's not tanky. And those 3 assassins won't tank much either. So usually what I see in these games is there is the front line missing. We need at least 1 hyper tank in the front, solo tanking everything, or many tanks splitting a bit of damage. Okay, we got their assassin jumping here. He's gonna probably walk up to her Blaze Fire, which is alright. And yeah, there's another assassin jumping here, walking up to our Arlene. And it doesn't look too bad, because our damage dealers, because he had no frontline really, our damage dealers, they're just walking into their backline, killing them. And now it's assassin versus assassin, basically. To be honest, our Blaze Fire right here, our Bird of Prey, he really saved our day again. Because he's tanking, he's healing, he's really making up for that lack of frontline. Alright, let's look at the enemies. We got a Magma tank right here. We got a support tank right here, another support tank right here. We got a fighter over here, and we got a tiny tank over there. I'm not sure what this was, but let's play with what we have right now. So what do we need? They have like all these guys here. They're all gonna... Yeah, there's another tank. They're all gonna attack pretty much straightforward what's in front of them. So we want 1 tank here, maybe Blaze Fire, another tank maybe here, and maybe another tank here. The big one for these 3 guys, the medium-sized tank for these 2, and 1 more tank for these 2. So maybe supports, maybe a Titan, or maybe Archie, you know, like anything. It can even be like Riplance this time to tank just Atlas on the side to split a bit of damage. Next we want our backline is pretty good. We got our damage dealer right here, but we could have a bit more damage. Right now, I really don't like Riplance, to be honest, because he's not tanking and he's not doing that much of damage. So instead of Riplans, we could have put a Snaily. And yeah, also Malura isn't really valuable, I think. He's like a tanky support, and you want a tanky frontline, not a tanky assassin. Not support. He's a tanky assassin, and I don't know, like, tanky assassin doesn't make much sense. It should be a super high damage assassin. That's what you want on an assassin. He wants to jump in the backline, kill that carry. Alright, let's look at Kieran's round 1. He's playing against 1, 2 support and the assassin. Assassin's gonna jump here. We need somebody to catch him here. And we need somebody to catch those 2 guys. So we can put our carry in this corner. It's gonna be the safe corner. And that would be it. We don't need a Ramfire assassin right now because there is no carries to be assassinated. He's jumping on the tanky support. But those 2 guys are wrecking him kinda. Well, he's healing against it. But yeah, wave 5 is pretty easy. We can mistakes here. So what you always gotta look out for is having damage and having tankiness. And they should be in balance. You shouldn't have like a lot of tankiness and no damage, and not a lot of damage and no tankiness. They really need each other. So always look for that first, and then in the middle of those 2, put some supports. Supports are gonna support more your tanks. They're gonna make your team tankier. But supports are really good, really important. As I said, always have this Blazefire burden. He's gonna carry all of your games, at least in the actual meta right now. Alright, let's see. We got a fighter here, tank here, and a range carry there. So what do we need? We need a big tank over here. What do we have? We have an assassin, squishy carry, squishy carry. So we have no tank right now. We have a tanky assassin, but that's not gonna help our backline. So our backline is just gonna die right now. Those 2 guys are damage dealers. And then our assassins doesn't look so good. I mean, we have strong assassins, they might just do it. See, Arlene, she's dead. If we had a tank instead of Arlene here, easy money. Alright, there's Goryox or Furiox. He's just shredding away. That's what you want. That's the goal of positioning. To not have your range carries focused. If your range carries survive, we have a bit of lag coming in. But if your range carry like this one survives and can just be doing damage all game long and be the last one focused, you most likely gonna win. So check how much damage you got, how much tankiness you got. Is it in balance? And then check your damage dealer. Are they safe? Are they not gonna be focused? So we're looking here at Grand round number 2. He's gonna play against tanky support, assassin jumping back here. Same thing again, right? We're getting good at this. So what do we need? We need a medium tank here, medium tank there, carry in the back line. That's it. That's all we need. We don't need an assassin, because there is no backline of them, no carries to be assassinated. What do we got? We got tank in the backline, carry in the front line, and tanky support on the side, and Arlene in the middle. So he's just gonna die instantly. I'll carry in the front line. Well, not instantly, because the enemy doesn't have a lot of damage. Well, still instantly. They don't have a lot of damage, and still you can't put your range carry in the front. It's like the first rule. Put the tank in the front, and your range carries in the back. That's like the most important thing. Next thing, check out where are their assassins. Don't let their assassins jump on your range carries in the back, so they stay safe. And next thing, talking about the tanks, make sure they're up for the job. Don't put a small size tank in the front tanking everything. So you want to have a big tank in the front or many tanks next to each other, soaking up a little bit damage each. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is really the basics, and the mistakes are being made over again and over again, so I'm just gonna keep pointing them out so it's really clear, and after like 6 rounds you're all gonna see the mistakes yourself. Let's look for the mistakes. We got our range carry here. We put our tanky support behind it. Not good. Change them. Put this guy more up, this guy in the back. We got their range carry right there. We could put an assassin here, which we have. So his assassin's gonna attack him. This is good. But we have no front line. Arlene is tanking, dead. Now Snaily is tanking too much. Well, it's okay. Now these guys are splitting damage. So it's kind of working out. But we got our Blazefire, who is super tanky. He wants to get damage. We got him in the back. Just swap Snaily and Blazefire. And this is gonna be a huge win, you know? You're gonna do so much damage to your opponent. Because later when we fight versus actual other players, the bigger you win a round or the bigger you lose a round, the more damage is being traded. The more damage is being done to the obelisk, to your hero or whatever, to yourself. You have like 100 health, and if you lose the match super hard, maybe you lose like 40 health or something. Alright, we got 1, 2 assassins, a fighter. So they got no frontline. This should be an easy game. They have no tank. They have assassins and fighters. So what do we need? We need a tank catching those 2 assassins, jumping back. Snaily should be far away from here, over here. With Dualev, put him in the edge, and then put another tank over here. So we need 1, 2 tanks, and the carries in the back. Because what's happening now? Snaily is getting focused once again. Snaily is dying, not instantly, gets an ultimate off, but she is dead. Instead of Blazefire taking that damage, not dying from the assassin. We're still doing it mostly, I think, because affinities. We're like 4 fire. They are 4 fire and we are 3 water. So affinities won us the round, but positioning, our Snaily was just focused again first. So, looking at the next round, we got tank right here, support, 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 assassin. What are we gonna do? We're gonna put small tank to catch the assassin, maybe even like somebody like our tanky support, because he's gonna sustain all his damage and just gonna cast a lot of omegas. Then we're gonna put our carries in the back, on the safe edge, and we need a tank in the front line. That's it. Tank in the front line, yeah, put him there. Those 2 guys, yep. Those 2 guys, swap him out. He's the tanky support. He needs to take the damage. This is our fighter, melee fighter. He's not gonna take a lot of damage. Don't put him in the front line solo. He's solo tanking the whole enemy team. Let's check what's gonna happen. He's against 4 supports. He's not dying that fast, but... well, I guess in this case, he's not dying at all. He's just getting healed from the other supports. And it's not that we did it right, it's just our enemy did it wrong. They had 4 supports and 1 assassin, and that was their setup. They didn't have a range carry, they had no damage. We saw it because our... Yo! What's up, buddy? We saw it because our Riplance was able to tank the whole enemy team. They just didn't have enough damage. Alright, what are we up against? Here you can see you can design, you can customize your Ranger, your Arlene, to have an affinity. So, for example, have a water shield. She's more tanky and she has affinity water. Or you can give her a pistol and put her in the back line, so she can be whatever you want her to be. But she's not very strong, to be honest. She's not a good tank, not a good damage dealer. She's a little addition, you know, a little filler. All right, what we got? Tanky support, not in the front, not in front, not in front. Those 3 guys in the front. This time we're gonna see our Scorpion dying way too fast. Still gonna, yeah. Like, you can put him as a solo tank. He's not made for that. Alright, what else we got? Arlene is firing away. It's just too sad that all our support tanks right here, they're getting focused one by one by one. Like, our Archie doesn't even have didn't even get any damage yet, and he should get damage, so he casts more ultimates, and he heals against it anyway, so it's a good thing if healer tanky supports get some damage. So you could have put him here, 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 our 3 tanky supports. Nobody would have ever died. They would have just healed each other and just sustained forever. Game over. Alright, right now we got Kieran round 2. We're playing against the setup, double support and assassin. And yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about that anymore. We saw it like 3 times already. But just quick. Tank here, carry here. That's it. So I think our best score was 11 rounds so far. And now Kieran wants to get 11 too, at least, or maybe 12 to win the round. We are watching wave 5 right now, so 6 more waves to go till he wins or loses. Alright, we did it good. We have a tank here. That's good. We have a distraction Arlene back here. They're just gonna run after each other. That's a little bug. It has been known, like, they should have attacked each other, not run all the way up here. It's just a focus bug. They're fixing it already. Next time we probably don't even see that anymore. Our Snaily was safe. That's the most important thing. Keep your range carry safe and you're good. Alright, we are versus tank, damage. What do we want to do? We want to kill this damage. And we want to maybe split the damage of those 2 guys. So put a tank here, assassin here. That's it. We're good. You know, especially when you play against 3 units, you can really easily see how to counter them. How to counter the range carry. Well, you put an assassin on him, and now he's out. And now you can think about the others. Those 2, how they count? How is this guy counted? With a tank. Yeah. So, what do we do? That's a nice damage split right here. I like it. He's gonna take him, he's gonna attack him, and he's gonna attack him. So now we have not 1 guy dying from being focused by 3 guys. We got a nice damage split. We got our carry safe in the back. This guy knows what he's doing. That's the first positioning I like. We got 4 medium-sized tanks in the front, splitting the damage. We got a carry safe in the back. And for once, Arlene is not suicidal. Alright, connection in Australia isn't the best. We're just standing by, but we already know it's gonna be a win. It's also wave 6, but still, we have seen people lose wave 6 before. It's not that easy. Alright. Coming into wave 7. Assassin, fighter, range carry. So, we put our tank here. We put our carries over here, those 2 guys. Put them over there. Be safe in this corner. Put a tank to catch the assassins. And put a tank to catch those 2 guys. That's it. I hope Snaily is being moved, otherwise she's dead. She can't tank those 2 guys. Well, she will. We'll see what happens. Bye. That's like our main damage, and you put him onto 2 assassins. Can't do that. See, there's no tanks to catch those 2 guys. The only thing that's really wins us the game is this guy not being focused, and he can keep damaging. But Snaily should be there too with him. And we don't need this small little critter assassin. Just put in a tank instead here. Something that can hold the assassins and we're good. Alrighty. We got assassin jumping back. We got 1, 2, 3 supports and a tank in the front line. What are we gonna do against it? We need 1 tank in the front, 1 tank in the back. Can be tanky support like this guy. Perfect. And our carry right here goes here. Our carry right here goes also here. Alright. We're looking good. We got the tank here, catching the assassin. Now we need 1 more tank over here. And put our carry a bit more in the backline. That's all there is to do. Then there's no way he's losing. I'm not looking even at affinities, because positioning is so much more crucial. Like, once the positioning is perfect, you can work on those affinities. If you want to work on those affinities, I made a video about affinities. I'm gonna put it on top right there in the corner, and you can have a look at them. Alright, he's just thinking about which weapons, which equipment to use on the Arlene to make her more tanky or more supporty, more damagey. We got a fire gauntlet, air staff, nature gauntlet. So we can choose an affinity for her. We can even choose a class on her, I believe. And we can choose if she's gonna be range or melee or tanky or whatever. So Snailey's tanking their assassin. Not good. Really not good. Dual F is still free to cast. So that's good. We don't see it much, but we can see him shredding away. Yeah, they won already. So yeah, if you put Snaily over there, then it's a pretty good setup, because we got the tank in the front line, and that's all we need. What we got? Support. Tank, tank, tank. Tiny damage dealer. Tiny assassin. So, because there's a lot of damage right here, just attacking our front line, we want to have at least like 2-3 good tanks. Supporty tanks, tank supports. Like, put some in there. 2-3. Then we want our carries in this corner right here, being safe, because right here it's gonna attacked by an assassin again. He should be in the front line, taking a bit more damage. Let's see how it goes out. Snaily dies way too fast, sadly. And now the assassin is our other carry, but that won't be enough. Dual F is really carrying us, and it's not by being Dual F, it's by being in the corner, safe, not tanking like Snaily does, you know? Alrighty, we are on to wave 10 right now. He needs to win 2 more games to tie it up and not lose $1 million worth of ILV. Let's see how he's gonna do that. He is against 2 assassins, a damage dealer right here, support. So what do we need? We have access to their backline. They have no front line. So we need a damage dealer right over here. Here is safe. We need some tanks to catch their 2 assassins jumping back. 1-2 tanks. And we need a small tank like him right over here. We can even put our carry over here and here, just to be a bit more away from Malura. Alright, so what are we doing good? This is good. This guy is between the 2 assassins, so Snaily. Everybody thinks you're a tank, but you're not. Put him away. Oh. They're both on Snaily. Such a poor guy, man. He's always getting one shot, and now he's on the next carry. So their assassin are just focusing down our backline, which is not good at all. Luckily the enemy didn't have a front line, so we killed their backline too. We had direct access to it. So that's why we're winning this round. But man, don't do that. Don't let Snaily tank. I love this guy. See, like Ramfire is almost solo carrying the other 4 guys. Whew. Alright, let's have a look at wave 11, which is gonna be the hard wave. He needs to beat this to get him $1 million. So, let's see what they got. They got a tank, 2 supports, and a fighter. So they're very good at sustaining, but they don't have too much damage. So what we need is a lot of tanks too. Otherwise, we can't kill them because they sustain so good, and they just gonna win the long battle. Boom, there we go. We got a big tank. That's perfect. We need a few more here. We need a bit of a damage split. This guy cannot tank 6 enemies, alright? So we need him in the front, helping with the damage split, putting another tank right here, and that would be good, because then like they're gonna attack him, they're gonna attack him, they're gonna attack him, So we need a bit of a damage split, and we don't need this assassin right here. Our carries are safe in the back, which is nice. We could put him a bit more up, then his laser would target more people. But it's pretty good. The only problem really I see is that instead of the assassin, we should have just put another support tank in the front and get a bit more frontline going. It's a pretty close fight. I think they just win the sustain fight. They just win by sustaining longer, and we don't have enough tankiness to counter that. Alright, there you have it. It's a tie. Nobody wins, nobody loses, but we are gonna battle it out next week for $1 million again. I see you then. I hope you had a great time watching this. What? What is it?
What?
What?
You're out.
Yeah, man, like, we're done.
Dude, we've gone over on the stream massively. It's a tie. We go next week. Let's do that.
Yeah, word. Alright, I'll see you next week, and if you guys need to practice so you're gonna win $1 million, try out this video. Alright, Andrew, what do you say?
It was wild, it was crazy, and we're gonna have to settle that rematch and settle that tie in an upcoming stream.